And I'm Jen Moreno.
And you're on the air of Power Squared. Now, it looks like we're missing a few people here, aren't we, Jen?
Yes, we are. Today. Just
Yes.
today.
So, David, Paul, and Trevor are off at a Metallica concert, according to their, we're calling it Twitter X. I don't know anymore.
I'll just call it Twitter.
Fair enough.
It's too convoluted to
yeah.
figure out.
So they went off to a concert, and he left the children in charge. It's me. I'm child. So, I've completely lost train of thought. Anyways, with them gone, we figured we would be doing another art stream this week. Obviously, it's going to be Power Squared themed, and I was thinking, or we were thinking, that since it is back to school now for a lot of schools, like not only here but just everywhere in general, we might as well also make something like back to school themed or just like school themed in general, since the story itself takes place at a college. So yeah, and this time around we are thinking of just doing like just a chill a, ch- a chill stream of just like doing like a sketch, and then just talking about the comic along with like anything school themed and stuff like that. So yeah, but before I start, how's your week been, Jen?
It's been hectic after like what 2-3 weeks of silence, really.
Ugh,
So
that's fair.
yeah,
Yeah, same on my end. Like just
yeah.
yeah, just like work and everything. Just
Especially work. Just a lot of that
mm-hmm.
right now. And then we've been getting into hobbies again, kind of
Mm.
collecting. So picking up interest.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, on my end, it's just mostly just been work and more work. We've like I work at a place that does like a lot of rentals for like parties, movies, etc. So we've recently just
hmm
been getting like a lot of like a couple of rentals back, and they've been big on top of just trying to get some new merchandise in. So yeah,
hmm
it's fun moving furniture around. That yeah, because like we do like rentals of like furniture and like little like props and stuff of like for a certain like theme. So
It's
that's
like
fun.
for filming and all that, or is it
Uh,
just?
can yes be an answer?
Oh, you
It's like
can.
filming parties, etc., etc. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that
Mm-hmm.
makes sense.
Yeah. And I guess before we start like getting our sketches in, so since we are doing a whole like theme, the whole theme is going around school. Like, did you like what were like your fond memories when you used to be either in like high school or college?
Just being able to be in my own space. I know that some people enjoy the company of, people from all kinds of backgrounds and stuff, but my main thing was being able to be. So during my university days, like the university had their own cubicles.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would go to the library and they let us bring food in too. So yeah, I know it's weird. They let us bring food in to study,
Uh huh.
and I would spend the hour or two that I had the next class, in between, just there chilling, studying and doing all that. So that was fun for
Yeah.
me at least.
My main thing is like, wait, y'all got to eat food in the library? What the heck?
I know it's
I'm just like,
weird.
wait,
I was
what?
weirded out too.
Like we got
Like
crucified in high school for doing that. What the hell?
for real. Like I would go in the first few days of university and like people can bring food in here. Don't we
Yeah.
get in trouble?
Yeah, it's like
But
yeah.
I different rules in a different area, I guess. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I think that's why I also like how this comic is also like college themed. Just it was like one of those
hmm
things where when you read it, there's like little tidbits about college. You're just like, yeah, I could relate to this. Oh, that's a mood. Yep, sounds about right.
Yeah.
Things like that. Yeah,
Just little things that we can relate to it.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think I think my main, I think the main thing I was surprised of with college is just, at least for me personally, like don't think that the story that I'm telling you is going to be concrete with like what you're going to see in college in general. But I remember in one of my classes, I used to take like an intro to computer hardware class.
hmm
And I remember on the last, it was a summer session by the way, so maybe it was valid. But
hmm
on the day of our final, basically I'm like halfway through it because I kind of got the gist of what the parts were called and stuff. So I'm like I was like kind of
Mhm.
nearly killing it, and then like
Yeah.
about 10 minutes into our final, our professor just goes like, "All right, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm sick right now. I shouldn't even be on campus right now. If you guys just hand over your final right now, you get an A." And we're just like, are you messing with us right now? He's like, no, I'm not messing with, like, seriously, guys, I'm sick. Just hand over your test, and you guys get an A. You guys aren't dumb. I know you guys can know this stuff. I'm like, okay. And then we just gave him our tests, and funny enough,
Uh,
funny enough, I got an F, but hear me out. So, you know how in colleges they, not like sometimes they'll address like they'll register you by name, but for the most part you get like a code, right? Like a code to your
mhm.
name. So our boss, our professor had a website that had all of our school ID numbers, and then that would indicate
Mhm.
what your grade is. So like privacy, just to make sure, like, because not everybody's gonna know your school ID number unless you're weird like that. But so when I went to check my grade, I got an F. But then I looked through the grading just because like he marked everything, and the person under me never showed up, nor did they drop the class. Therefore, I got their grade. It was
Oh.
dumb. So like when school started again, I printed out the Excel sheet that our class was on for that session, and I showed it to him, and I showed him my ID. That showed my ID, and he's just like, "Yeah, you were there the whole time. You were great. I'm sorry this happened. Here, just give this to the offices. They'll fix it up right for you." And I was like panicking too because I was like I was like near getting kicked out of that community college, so I was like
Mhm.
panicking because like that grade would have like gotten me like in the safe area. But thank
Mhm.
goodness, like the professor was cool about it, going like, "Yeah, that's not your grade, sweetie. Go take
Yeah.
your thing."
Yeah. Sometimes, like it's kind of difficult getting in touch with professors after the fact. So you got lucky with that
Mm-hmm.
one.
Yeah. Oh, and looks like the
Yeah.
guys are watching us right now. Hi, guys. But
Hello.
yeah. But yeah, like it was just like nice to like. It's sometimes nice just to read like like going back a topic. It's nice like to read stuff that is like either college or like adult themed, and I feel like this matches pretty well with it. But going back to it, we're doing an art themed stream, which is a bit more chill than what we did prior, which like before we did like 5-10 minute challenges. Now today we're just taking it easy. We're doing like 30-40 minutes of sketching and see what we got at the end of the day. Since
Mhm.
if you guys are just tuning in, we are doing a back to school theme type of sketch just because obviously Power Squared, like, it takes place at a college. Everybody's coming back from school right now, so might as well go with the trends right now.
Mhm.
I can't talk now.
It's all
But
right.
yeah,
You've been talking a lot right now,
I know,
so
I'm sorry.
just sip of water and let's prep for
Yeah.
our canvas
Yeah.
for.
Oh, by the way, Jen, if I'm talking too much, don't
Oh,
be afraid to cut me off.
yeah, no worries.
Okay, but so what do you think? Should we do 30 or 40 minutes for this thing?
Probably 30 minutes should be fine. Unless you want to take 45 to like
Let's
have
do
a complete sketch.
45 just because I know for a fact we're gonna be trying to like keep talking and like just
Mm-hmm.
doing that, so it should be fine. So,
Alrighty.
uh, where's my? Dang it, David! I'm trying to find my clock. Stop texting me. Okay, there we go. No wait, that's the stopwatch. Okay, so 45, right? Okay,
45.
so starting right and now. And the sequence should be going now. So every minute or so, you're gonna be seeing our screens change from my screen, which is should be showing right now, and then Jen's in about a minute, just so like you'll be able to see what we're both doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm kind of contemplating though if I should do something where it's like I'm gonna keep it college, or me being the silly goose I am, just like go off the rails and just draw them as children like bullying each other in kindergarten. Listen, it works.
um, I was gonna make it like my idea. since you brought it up like a while ago,
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking more of like a poster campaign or like a shopping mall type of thing where they're like, yeah, it's back to school, buy these products kind of thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds funny. Yeah, how come it's not?
I'm good.
Uh oh.
Hmm?
No, like my my thing is being weird and not doing the Control Z on my buttons. But oh well. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So, just for the viewers out there, I do have an air conditioner that likes to make noise, and it's starting to get hot in here. So if you start hearing rumbling, that's on my end, and I deeply apologize. But uh, the heat be
Yeah,
like that.
stay cool.
Yeah.
Stay
We're just
cool.
gonna have to deal with what we got. That's the. That is not what I want. Okay. I was about to say something, but then I forgot.
It's all right.
Yeah. So,
Um,
well, what was I going with this? Like, do you remember? Like, do you remember much? Like, I guess since we're talking about school, like, do you ever like remember like much of high school?
yeah. Um, Honestly, not the best experience. Well, I had remember that I went to two different high schools.
Mm-hmm.
One in Mexico and one here. I did 2 years in Mexico, which would be what was it, 10th and 11th,
Mm-hmm.
and then I came here and did all four grades. I guess I don't know how the system works, but apparently my classes didn't qualify
Oof.
for uh for the standard that is the American education system. So I had to do all 4 years in 2 years somehow. That's why I never understood how that worked. So
Hmm.
I'm trying to save out of instinct,
I had it
and
like.
we just actually saved.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm like drawing and erasing, and this is bad.
It's something that we're just used to.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll need to take out a reference because there you go. And how about you? How was your experience going into high school?
It was weird.
It
Like,
was weird.
it was like you know that feeling. Like, I think it was just like the first 2 years were just a blur, and then like near like we were graduating. I guess like I don't want to say hierarchy and stuff started to matter, but like
Mm-hmm.
in essence like people like I don't know. It was weird with me just because like I guess on my end, um, our class was like the best, but also not the best. If you guys are from my class, and you said that we were the best, you're freaking lying. Uh, but like,
Damn.
yeah, I remember one because I remember at least with my classes, I somehow was a star student without really
Hmm.
passing the class. And I was only because I never gave like the teacher an actual problem, if that makes any sense. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it was like it's a weird experience where like somehow the good kid, but I didn't pass like a certain class.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
As long as you didn't cause trouble, you would
Oh yeah,
pass.
for well, yeah, well, at least I passed the vibe check of my teacher. But I think I think if and then like when I went to college, it was like a weirder experience where
Hmm.
I'm not sure, but there was this one because when I first started when I first started community college, there was one specific professor which my boyfriend and I did actually take, and it was kind of funny how we both like agreed like he was like the chill teacher, but it was like I guess it was weird just because full disclosure, Jen and I did go to the same high school, so whenever like I ask her about things, like odds are we're probably be in the same boat as depending if we got the professor or teacher. But
Mm-hmm.
in essence, like it was kind of odd getting that chill teacher, which is essentially what I got in community college. Because I remember there
Mm-hmm.
was one dude. I'm not sure if he ever took his classes in at the college he went to, but it was like it was like basically like intro to like Photoshop, After Effects, all that good jazz, like Premiere Pro, and he would come into the lab, basically like with a Starbucks in hand, like just all chill, and just kind of like nonchalantly to start teaching the class like it was like he was like kind of chilling.
I did take one professor for typography. I don't know if it was the same professor. I just knew that he
Did he
put.
have like that hairstyle that like those guys from Grease, the musical?
No, I don't remember. I
Uh,
don't. Musical.
you know the Grease.
Oh, that. I don't think so. It's also been a long
Oh
while
yeah, that's
too.
fair.
So.
But I just like how for me that was like the main like takeaway that I got from college. Just that I got like like a professor that really didn't care. One professor that I'll give you an A if you just leave my classroom and leave me alone and let me go home early.
Uh,
and
well
I'm
then.
and I'm just like, oh, sir. I mean,
Okay, was he
granted,
younger or older
he
though?
was an old man. That one was an
Okay,
old man.
then probably not.
I mean, but
Probably
still.
not. No, like it likely wasn't the same professor because
Okay.
mine was like a much younger person.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, for the like media classes.
yeah.
Oh,
Mm.
actually, speaking, I guess since we're going in, I think I told you this, but apparently, since I'm still relatively near the high school we went to. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I learned that recently they got like a new like mural for inside the school.
Oh,
Just cause,
really?
yeah, cause I will, what the, I will walk to I will walk to get lunch in that little area where like you would get like donuts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And essentially, when I went there, I like this was like sometime last year. There was a dude where he was like working on the mirror. He was like on like one of those like thingies that not well it was like a forklift, but it's actually meant for a person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like what they use for like electrical repairs and all that.
Yeah. So
Kind
it
of
was
like a
on that.
lift.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He was on that thing, and he was like working on the and he was working on the he was like working on the mural, and it was like pretty interesting.
I think I remember seeing it, but it was also a day that I was tired, like very late at night, so I can't remember what it was.
That's valid. But yeah, it was like pretty interesting. Like they were starting, and yeah, I had that weird feeling of like when you pass by like an area you used to when you were a kid, and you see like the newer youth, and you're just like, holy crud, this is like coming full circle. I'm
Yeah.
complaining about that. No, I'm not. I wasn't complaining. I swear.
Uh,
My brain died. I knew I was gonna try. I was thinking of drawing them as toddlers, but then I realized like in what situation, and I'm going for the default. They're taking a pop quiz on the first day of school, and the boys are helplessly confused.
I wanted to continue the mural that I was working on, but
Mm-hmm.
I kind of gave up. Uh, because my only available time was during school hours, and they would not let just anyone go in unless you were a parent.
Yeah, like did you at least have a teacher vouch for you?
I tried, but they never answered, so I was kind of
No.
just weirded out.
Yeah,
that.
because I remember I used to have that one. It wasn't really a teacher, but he worked as like a faculty for like the after school programs. So sometimes he would just say
Mm-hmm.
like, "Oh yeah, she's with me." When I used to like go there, but it was just mainly because I wanted to say hi to some theater friends because they were still going there.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I didn't have time after school. I think there was a time that I was doing night classes too, so even like worse that I couldn't go during the after school time
Yeah,
and kind of just gave up on that.
that's understandable. Have a nice
Yeah.
day.
Have a nice day. I kind of wanted to redo it too, but it is what it is.
hmm Okay, I always have to look this up because I always forget which twin is what handed. I feel like I have to look this up every time because like my brain forgets. Or if not what
Ooh.
handed, it's more of where does the watch go? Okay.
Oops. Probably made this whole thing too big. Ah!
It's okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's time to play the game of which word is this mirrored. Okay.
I wish there was an obvious way, like on the tab or something, to show if it's reversed or not.
Well, it does. There is a way to know. I'm just stupid half the time. But like there, if you notice when when you flip the mirror, when you flip it, there's like the button where it says flip horizontal. It'll
Mm-hmm.
be highlighted to know that it's mirrored, so that way you can just undo it.
I don't use the navigation window. So
Oh
I'm just like,
no! Oh no! I'm
I
pretty
just
sure.
have like a hotkey and
Yeah,
just like,
yeah.
okay,
I'm
let me
pretty
just do
sure.
this. I'm like,
Oh, okay. Then I don't know how to help you there. Gotta just try exporting it and then see what happens.
uh, yeah, I try to give as much working area as possible so I can see what I'm doing, where I'm doing it, and all that. But it
Yeah,
kind of gets difficult.
yeah. So I figured I might as well like show like these the boys kind of having trouble for a quiz because it's kind of an homage to one of the issues where I can't remember which issue it was for the life of me, but it happened. I swear. But it was the do you remember when you were reading it? You went through did you read the issue where the boys basically went to like this advanced math class with Jennifer,
Mm-hmm.
and then like they were like basically they were hopelessly confused in that class.
Yeah.
It was like in a way like just doing like just redrawing that like in redrawing that kind of scene.
Okay, I see it.
In which valid math is hard.
Math very hard.
Yeah.
I don't know how I passed high school.
Wait, did you get that Russian teacher?
They were Russian?
Are we talking about the same teacher? It was the dude with the accent, right?
Okay, no.
Okay, never mind.
It was a lady, blonde lady.
Oh, I saw her at a rest at like one of the at that Japanese place. Like, you know where I'm talking about?
There's a lot of Japanese
It
places.
was
How
the
you gonna
one.
have to?
It was the one close to. It was the one close to the school. It's
Japanese
the one next to
people.
the donut shop. You went there.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
saw
Oh
her there.
really?
Yeah, I was like, I saw them, but I didn't think they recognized me, so I left them alone to have their lunch, just cause like
Yeah,
I'm gonna leave them alone. I'm not gonna be that person, you know. But then she
yeah.
recognized me and goes like, "Oh, you were in my algebra class or something, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, how are you?" And it was like nice, just having like a small little chat with her. And I was asking her, "Oh, like which teachers are gone?" All the good teachers are gone, by the way.
What? I know the biology teacher, the ESL teacher.
ESL.
I think they left. Yeah.
Oh, the lady,
English as
right?
second language.
Oh, oh,
Yeah.
I see it. Oh yeah, they taught ESL and Spanish, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the lady, right?
It was a guy with me.
Was
Uh,
it the one? Wait, was it the one that? I'm sorry, I'm trying not to disclose names here. Was it the one where like they like he tried to speak Spanish but couldn't?
I think he
But
tried.
like
I
he
don't
used.
remember if he could.
Was it the one where he basically just gave you a textbook and said have fun?
He tried teaching us. I don't know.
Did he succeed though?
I don't know. I was just trying to get out of the class because it's like I know basic English. I just don't know when to use past tense sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
especially at the time that
Yeah.
I was recently moved into the United States. So,
Mm.
um, I just know his. If you remember him, his last name rhymed with skedaddle.
No, I don't.
If
Oh no.
no,
No! I don't think I ever had them skedaddle.
something similar. Something similar.
Skadoodle. Okay. Hang on, let me check how much time we have. Okay, we got about 30, like a little under 30 minutes left.
Uh, I had fun in chemistry class, even though it felt too easy for me because it's something that I learned in middle school in Mexico, so it's
Okay.
like I'll pass it.
Yeah. Would you say though, when it comes to academics, it's a bit faster to learn there than here?
Like, what do you mean a bit faster?
Like, no, or it's like when it came to like, is it like you were learning like trigonometry at a younger age than us, or was it around the same? Like, if you were
For
to, yeah.
elementary, because my sister was much younger, so she was in elementary when I was starting high school in Mexico,
Mm-hmm.
and we were about learning the same things, but there was more information in my classes. A lot more detailed, complicated concepts in my classes than hers.
Mm-hmm.
And but during middle school, when she was barely like third grade, um, a lot of the things that was taught here in high school, I've already learned by then.
Oh, okay.
So in a way, you can say that they taught things a lot earlier because they tried to have students already study for their career during high school. I think by second year, which would be 11th grade,
Mm-hmm.
they would get people into some kind of career already.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was because it was a small city. We only had like 3 careers worth going into if we stayed living there.
Okay, I guess I can understand that, but yeah, that's
Yeah.
actually pretty interesting. So would you say then, by the time you finished high school, then it was just like you were kind of like, would you say you were set in a way? Like you
In a
were
way,
like,
yeah. You
yeah.
were set to do the career that you chose during high school.
Okay.
I think that was like medium and small business, sciences, and what was the other one? Agriculture.
Mm. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. High school was just like a big blur that I was just trying to survive.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, and I
It
like
was,
how in this comic it's just like it's the same principle except the boys are literally trying to survive.
dude,
It's like,
college was difficult to survive. I don't understand sometimes.
yeah,
It's a whole different level of understanding the world that you just don't get to experience when you're in high school until you're out.
yeah. Like, would you say though that meme of like what was it like this like the parallel between high school and in college where like the high schools are just like your professors aren't gonna let you get away with dozing off in class or your professors aren't gonna let you get away for being like 0.5 seconds late to their classroom. They're gonna kick you out. And then when you go to college, it's just like, oh, like you're 2 minutes late. Oh, parking was a B. Okay, sit down. I don't care.
Pretty much. I kind of just expected to be like highly strict and highly this and that. It's like, no, they're just as chill as what we would. You mean, understanding of a student situation more than we thought.
Yeah, I remember. I think I forgot which. I forgot what their name was, but I remember there was like some professors were during the hot season. They would just like send off an email going, "It's too dang hot. No class today. Just do the reading." I'm like, all right, fair enough. I'm already on campus, but okay.
I did not like the professor that would last minute do that because sometimes I would just have one class and then it's like, oh, well, there's no classes
Okay, yeah,
today.
that's valid as well.
I'm just like, I brought my portfolio, I brought my tool thingamabob. No, I'm staying, kind of thing.
Hmm. Actually, trying to think.
I'm just bringing down to not draw the pants.
Wait, what?
So,
Oh,
you
I
know
see,
how I
I
was
see, I
drawing
see.
like this?
I see what you mean. I see
Yeah.
what you. It's like you can't be bothered. That is valid.
It's all for the ad. There's
I think
nothing more to it.
I think that's why I just drew them sitting down because I don't want. Yeah, so what I'm trying to go for here is like Professor or Dr. Atlas is like looming over them while they're taking their pop quiz to make sure they don't cheat. It's like a parallel universe where like it's still a thorn at their side, but for like normal reasons like pop quizzes and tears. I don't know.
Hmm.
Now it's time for the next order of business. How the heck do I draw hair?
Yes,
Correct
because it can
correct
go all
answer.
kinds of ways.
Correct answer. You don't know. I'm kidding.
Eh,
Oh gosh.
hair is complicated.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's one of those things where it's like in reality it probably isn't. However, it's like when you're trying to think of how to draw it, that's where your brain just like dies and like fails to cooperate,
Mm-hmm.
and then like nobody's having fun at all. Okay, yeah, my Control Z on my freaking tablet is not working, so I'm like relying on my keyboard right now.
Uh-oh. Does it glitch out sometimes, or is that
This is
just...
the first time it's happened. It's okay. Like I don't mind just using Control Z.
Is it linked to a program, or...
Yeah, it's linked to the same driver as funny enough as my as the tablet because I use XP Pen, so
Mm-hmm. Okay.
XP Pen calibration display setting. Here it is. Express keys. Okay, is it working now? Okay, yeah, I think it's one of those things where I have to like turn it off and on again, but we're streaming right now, so I'm not gonna do that.
Honestly, I'm surprised my tablet has survived this long.
How long have you had it?
When was the first time I went to AX?
Oh, that long?
Yeah,
Oh,
that long.
that is a fighter right there.
Yeah, I honestly thought it wouldn't last, especially that the company was a little smaller back then
Oh yeah,
and
for
had
sure.
less support.
Uh huh.
So I thought I would have a lot more difficulty trying to get things done. Um, just a lot of glitching, a lot of, things that I can't solve for myself, but it's turned out very to be a very good product
Mhm.
in the end.
Yeah. I want to say it's like one of those things where like obviously I know like Cintiq and Wacom and stuff like there's like where you should it's like where you would want to be I guess for the quote unquote like professional level.
Mm-hmm.
But also at the same time it's like one of those things where like as long as you're I don't know, I'm probably gonna shoot myself in the foot for this. It's one of those things where it's like as long as you know how to work the software itself, you
Mm-hmm.
should be fine.
Basically.
Like I know, like I understand, like Wacom and stuff like have like their own stuff, like where like I understand why it's standard,
Mm-hmm.
but also it's like one of those things where if you're just doing it for like if, especially if you're either starting out or you have a you have a good foothold in the digital media, you don't need Wacom immediately to do what like a lot of people already do.
That's
Yeah.
definitively the case because I know Adobe is used for a lot of places in professional areas just so
Yeah.
that the transition of files and all that is the same all around.
Mhm.
But I mean, if you're already a digital artist, you know a lot about computing most of the time, so
Yeah.
it's not usually that difficult to figure out troubleshoot and everything.
Yeah. Actually, I guess like I guess since we're in the topic of like obviously Power Squared and like us like working on stuff Power Squared theme, what's your opinion on the whole like having like everything in like a subscription base? Because I've heard some people because I've had people who like are subscribed to Adobe and like obviously they're kind of like they have their souls with Adobe regardless. But like
Uh,
how do you feel about like the whole thing with like CSP like doing that as well? Like not entirely, but like you get the gist.
well, the issue. Oh my God, we're getting.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna
I'm
get
sorry.
political. No, 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 it's fine. I like talking about these things, but
Okay.
I don't know if this is non-politically involved or anything like that.
Mhm.
But it's mainly the things that, as long as you make the product how it's promised from the time that you switch the way that it's paid, you should be good. People
Yeah.
will stay happy.
Yeah.
But the question is how long will that last before developers start not doing the product maintenance properly or no updates or things like
Yeah.
that?
Would you say
Where
though Clip Studio is good about it though regarding their
so
updates and their stuff?
I haven't tried the second program, so I don't even know how it is, but so far to this point, they've been good with adding new features, easier ways to draw, kind of like auto selecting areas where you would color in and auto filling that or things like that, just automation
Yeah.
um on certain things.
Yeah, because I remember I was talking with some friends who more dabble in Adobe and stuff, and
Mhm.
don't quote me on this because if I remember correctly, so it was funny because I told them the cost of how much the subscriptions were, and they're just like, "Wait, are you kidding me? It's that much?" It was like 20. It's like 20 something dollars for like the whole year. Actually, don't quote me. Let me double check. Because I actually, aside from having a license already on my computer, just for like obviously work reasons, I also have the subscription on my iPad. And you're on mobile too, correct?
Mhm.
So yeah, believe that it's like what 20 something a year.
For uh CSP, right?
Yes. Well, I use
I
X,
don't
but Well, either way,
I
but
do
you know what I
too,
mean.
but I pay monthly for that.
Okay, because I
Yeah.
think I just didn't want to be bothered with it every month, so I just. I'm sorry. I'm double checking because I have the thing on my phone right now. Yeah, it's like $25 a year for the M plan, which I'm assuming it's the main one. Yeah, for Pro. So it's like I don't know. Like I think I have just Pro on my iPad just because if I want to do animation and other big stuff, I'd rather do that on my PC. Hence the 2.0. Why I bought that one.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like one of those things where it's a weird combination of yeah, it's valid because you're doing exactly what Adobe does, but at the same time, with the cost difference, it's like I don't know. I can understand why people like I guess were kind of like upset about the whole subscription based thing.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I'm not sure if it's just like I can't be bothered to be mad anymore, or it's just I mean, as long like I already pay like 50 or so or more already for like Adobe stuff, so
Mm-hmm.
it's like it's $25
Yeah.
for the entire year for the at least for me for the subscription base. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's like I've come to terms where it's like the internet is kind of like I hate to say it, like they're just kind of like mad about everything in a way. You know what I mean?
In a way,
To a
yeah.
point where it's like
It's
I don't know what's valid anymore in a fight. Cause like at the end of the
it
day, Clip Studio still has to survive on the market to have those updates, right? So it's like
yes, especially to compete with other products.
yeah, so it's like yeah, I can understand why people are peeved about it, but also like I understand not everybody can afford that. But
Mm-hmm.
but if it's like really worth the whole like nearly canceling something over it, then I guess like if you don't want to use it anymore because whatever, all power to you. But I've had like obviously it's the internet, so obviously there are wars of like going like oh if you still use it because of XYZ reason, then you're a piece of I'm like no, just stop please.
The thing that I like about CSP having subscription for now,
Mm-hmm.
not like vouching for them on the long run
Yeah.
yet. So is the fact that they have all these options for mobile devices and not just how
Yes.
Adobe is stuck to iPad. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, I would like Illustrator on the Android. Why do I need an iPad?
Because
kind of thing.
iPad is always is part of the. I can't think of a snarky comeback right now.
It's okay. But yeah, that's one of the things that I don't like about Adobe demanding the pay without really making it accessible for everybody. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you got students who have their discounts and all that,
But then
but
what's gonna happen after the 2 years? It's like, dude.
mm-hmm. And it's like, what if people don't need the full program to work with it? They just need the vector pen and basic stuff to basically not too many layers, not too many of anything, and that's it,
Yeah.
kind of thing. But they always package it in a way where you don't have an option
Yeah.
to like a light version or things like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I also like okay, so from here on out I'm kind of quoting like how a friend vents to me about it. So what I'm about to say it's not through my experiences. But I think
Mm-hmm.
also it's just like obviously there are like other like things that like I know that like a Clip Studio, not Clip Studio, sorry, Adobe is like they have their own gripes as well, like with like some of their customers. Because I have a friend that like they just mainly use After Effects solely just because like it's the standard, you know, or they use Premiere Pro because it's the standard.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they were able to, they would switch to like one of the open source programs in a heartbeat because those programs just do something that like Adobe does so much better. But because of their jobs, they kind of have to like sell their soul to Adobe. And from what I've heard
Yeah.
from them, because like they've been working with the program for years, nothing's really like quote unquote changed. You know?
Yeah, that's what the main complaint that I've heard about Adobe, especially after the subscription thing.
Yeah.
And things like
Like you're.
uh Pantone not agreeing with Adobe and something, so they took that Pantone compatibility away from Adobe products too. And the
Yeah.
question comes now to, well, what about the people with lifetime licenses? Don't they get, you know, the privilege to at least keep that, or like what's going on, kind of thing?
Yeah. But it's like it's a weird thing because like obviously I don't have my soul entirely sold to Adobe, and the stuff that I do on them isn't as like hardcore as what they do.
Mm-hmm.
But also it's like obviously their stuff is valid too, just because like that's your livelihood, bro.
Pretty much.
Like you're spending like hundreds of dollars a month for something that will probably crash in like 2 seconds if you try to like use it.
That's another thing that I hear, that it crashes a lot.
Yeah.
So again, reliability. It hasn't been known for reliability mainly,
Yeah,
so
cause like okay, so I had a buddy of mine. They were basically doing something on After Effects for like God knows how long. It was like they were doing it for months. Like we were screen sharing with this guy, and like I felt bad for him. But essentially at one point Adobe crashed for him, and he got so mad because there wasn't a reset point or whatever for him. And it's
hmm
like obviously I wasn't gonna say anything. It's like it's his thing. Like he was like it was something he also got paid to do as well. So I'm just like, oh no.
and like how do you even prove that too? Do they give him the leeway if
I mean,
um
I think with how like how he is with his work, it's like I'm pretty sure like he's worked with like some of the people he works with. It's like he's worked with them long enough to know like yeah, I wouldn't do this to you if it wasn't like genuine, you know. So I
I
think
wouldn't
he's
just sabotage it out of nowhere. I
yeah,
actually care my job, kind of thing.
yeah. So it's like he has that credibility to say like, hey yo, something messed up. Can I do this? And I don't like, but yeah, like, but I've heard like enough like stories here and there to indicate like, okay, so if and when I start working with Photoshop and stuff, prepare for a bad time. Got it. Is what I'm
Yeah,
hearing. I'm just like, oh, great, wonderful.
pretty
And
much.
if I'm aware, I believe one of our letterist or letter or I can't word right now. I'm sorry, Trevor, if you're watching this later. I believe they use Illustrator to work on their the bubbles for the comic.
hmm
So I don't know. Like, is there has like either? I mean, Trevor, if you're there, you can answer this. But like also, like if anyone like has anyone ever had issues with the Illustrator before, or are you guys safe from the fiasco that is well Adobe is, I guess is what I can ask, you know. Which I tried to use. I tried to learn Illustrator at one point, but I think I'm too privileged with like raster layers to really like grab the concept of vectors, because I know you've used like Illustrator before in some work as well, because we used to work together with someone else, and
hmm
I believe you used Illustrator, correct, for some of it.
Yeah, for some of it, especially for like the staging and stuff, the geometric items.
Okay, yeah.
hmm
So like, would you say like that was also a bit of a learning curve with dealing with rasters, though?
No, actually,
Oh.
because my career at the start was graphic design, so
Mhm.
I had to deal with Photoshop, Illustrator, and some Premiere Pro because I also joined an animation class,
Oh,
so I
cool.
had to use those, yeah, programs frequently. Also, what was the other one? The one that where you can make a book? I forgot the name to it,
I
but
forgot that too. Okay.
InDesign, yeah, yeah, yeah. And at first it was a struggle to figure out what it was because I had no clue already with Photoshop what shortcuts were what.
Mhm.
Shortcuts are your lifesaver for Illustrator
Mhm.
because it's just like multiple keys for different things, and you're not gonna make it if you don't know your shortcut.
Yeah. Like I,
And then now it's a lot easier, and even I enjoy it more sometimes than using Photoshop.
that's valid.
Yeah, especially when you want the crisp lines, the crispy lines.
Yeah, and you want to make sure they stay crispy.
They stay crispy. Crispy.
I'm hungry now.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Would you say
That's why you
though?
bring snacks.
Yeah. Would you say though the food in college tastes better than?
Definitely.
Like not even a question.
Not even a question. Especially when you're a student on a budget,
Yeah.
but you want to treat yourself, then that's the go-to.
Mhm.
Because I know college food can get expensive really easy. So, but yeah, I had to go through those times sometimes where I just was really hungry and couldn't be bothered with my little bag of peanuts
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
to get through the day, so I just went to get an actual pizza or a burger.
Like you got hangy.
Yeah,
Oh no.
because there were those times where I had to like sprint to my next class in 5 minutes, so I couldn't be bothered with having a whole meal.
Mm,
And there was times where just like, screw this, let's just go for a meal and deal with it being late later.
yeah. Kind of makes you wonder how, like in the story, like how, like Marty and Eli just like managed to survive college while having their like heads out, like basically get the whole target on their back.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm misremembering, but I don't do they eat things in the cafeteria? I don't
It
remember.
wasn't a
I just remember them
cafeteria.
drinking coffee.
Yeah, it was at a cafe. It was at like their college cafe where like
Mhm.
that was like their main like go-to spot when like either things are about to go down or it's like they're basically relaxing after like nearly dying for the upteenth time. Like
Mhm.
dude, sometimes though when I used to color those scenes, like I low key wanted to go there. Like it looked pretty cool.
Yeah. I like actually especially with how spacious it looks, it reminded me of the college too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was just a lot more space to walk around the tables and everything.
Yeah.
And a lot more options to choose from, the kind of food that they serve too. I don't know what to write here.
Okay, so it's written behind him, but does it look like I don't know. It feels like something like Dr. Atlas would probably do, like to mess with the boys. Like this pop quiz is 90% of your grade, and it's like the first
Cheeky.
day of school. Like, why are you doing this, sir?
They're just looming over. Oh, you
Menacingly.
actually wrote it.
Yeah, it's like looming menacingly. Should probably shrink his head a little bit. He looks a bit too.
It looks a lot chibier.
Leave me alone. No, I'm kidding. What I like though is I'm not sure if you can do it with Photoshop because I stopped using it after I was being a baby about the stabilization. But like you can like move around the center point of it, and then you can drag it to where you want it. So that way, when you when you transform it or rotate it, it just goes with it like how you would for like VTubing and stuff. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
and like that time is
Oh,
up.
it's oh shit.
I mean, hang on.
Uh,
You wanna keep going for another 5 minutes? I really don't mind.
oh, sure.
Okay, we'll do another 5 minutes and then we'll showcase what we got. Today's more of a stream. Today's more of like a chill day than anything.
A laid back stream.
Yeah. Trust me, as much as I love those challenges, I'm just like, what do we draw? Okay, so Cinco minutos sin mito. There's a mosquito. There's a mosquito in my face. Okay. Okay. So Okay. The head looks a bit better now. I wanna. I wanna hope. But yeah, that sounds about right for like a messed up first day of school. 90% of your grade is in this pop quiz. Good luck. Good luck, youngins. Yeah. How would you say that? Like, what would be like your favorite? What's your favorite like I guess issue from the comics so far for you?
Not just a single one, but the background, not the background, well, I guess you would call it the background, story to some of the characters,
Oh yeah.
like the recent one. Um, oh, what happened? Oh no, I did. I cut some of his hair off. Whoopsie.
Nah,
Um,
it's okay.
where you see, um, I forget his name, but the recent character with the crow lady,
Oh
where
yeah.
he was telling the story about, what happened with
Oh
him
Billy.
during his childhood. Yeah, and how
Yeah.
he got his powers.
Yeah, that one was like, yeah, like I started crying a little bit when I started like, because I'm like, no.
Oh, I kind of felt like you better not do anything to. Well, there. Yeah,
There you go.
tragedy. uh, and I can't say if he's doing good for himself or not because we don't know much about this character either, about what he's really dealing with
Mhm.
currently,
Yeah.
other than, what the guys have been dealing with too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's one of those things where that's what I like sometimes because it's basically the thing of like y'all are on the same side. However, due to circumstance, it's like you guys are also enemies.
Mm-hmm.
Like I always like it's always like I always like those things where it's like okay, yeah, we understand your situation, but it doesn't mean we're saying yes to going to you know.
Like we're not agreeing to whatever you're planning, so just,
So don't even yeah. I always like conflicts like that where it's like the good old Brooklyn Nine-Nine cool story but still murder situation.
Yeah, it's just always make the story a lot more interesting.
Yeah, because it's yeah, like I'm not saying like it just like puts more perspective of like yeah we all hate this person but also like we also don't like you.
I'm trying to reference hair. Hair, what is hair?
uh, it's a struggle. I'm mainly doing this for the face, but like
Ain't gonna be a clean sketch, but at least I got something done today.
it's like that'll do,
That'll do.
that'll do, Jen, that'll do.
Just leave it like that. I kind of want to put that one summoning graph onto the board, but I can't for the life of me remember.
Wait, which one?
on by memory.
Wait, which
Because
one?
this is supposed to be a whiteboard.
Oh,
The summoning circle. Remember?
wait. Oh, from Shock Zone. Wait, are you talking about
No,
like the
one
chalkboard
of
one?
the issues. One
Oh
of the
wait, oh
issues
wait,
with
no,
it.
okay, no, I immediately understood what you meant. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I can't remember it. I can't remember it either. Crud. Okay, the timer went off, but wanna.
Hold on.
Okay, okay, okay.
Let me just finish what he wants to say,
Okay,
or having him want to say.
I mean, to
Yeah,
be fair, I'm
there you go.
also okay. Dang it! I'm just gonna do
Okay.
the glasses real quick, just cause.
Oh yeah, the guy says, ah!
And
Unless he's blind and can't find it. He needs new school
it's okay.
glasses this semester.
Oh, for a second there, I was gonna be like, wait, is that Kirby?
No. That's why I'm just like, oh crap, it doesn't look like him somehow.
Yeah, that'll do.
Okay. Glasses done.
Hold on.
Woo,
Okay, I
that's
didn't
far.
get all the line work done, but at least it makes the point across. So you got the obligatory back to school.
Yeah. Like back to school, here's some products. Check them out. Kind of like a sponsorship, not a sponsorship, but
Mhm.
promoting the school shop kind of thing.
Uh huh.
Even though I have no clue what that would look like, but yeah. And then Eli in the back right here.
It's like you're doing amazing, brother.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that for him.
And then,
And
how about yours?
then for
Um,
me, I drew like they just got back from school and they already have like a very very hard pop quiz because they got the worst professor ever.
Oh no.
It's supposed to be like Dr. Alice living over. It was like this pop quiz will be like 90% of your grade.
He looks like
Like
what?
in a parallel universe where things are fine, no one wants to kill anybody. However, Dr. Atlas is that professor no one wants, but also knows what they're talking about. So,
You better learn.
essentially, it's like I gave you boys this packet when you added the class last before the school year ended last year. You better have studied.
I have yet to experience a professor doing that.
Yeah,
So,
same. Like I'm pretty sure they exist, but I have yet to really like experience that.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Have you ever experienced that like in high school though? Like when like say if you got like a specific teacher because of that reason and then you realized there was summer homework?
I think AP English, but that was it pretty much.
No, that's fair.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
They're texting me. Yeah.
Alrighty, but yeah, so here's my drawing and then here is another look at Jen's. Wait, it's a bit cut off at the top.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't know
okay.
how to make it 100%. I
Control
have cut like
uh
that.
if you go to if you do the viewfinder and then you show your navigator, it should show like a plus and minus.
Ooh, navigator.
And go to view, and then click navigator. If it should show it. Oh, I'm so
Down.
sorry. I'm misguiding you. Window navigator.
It'll be down here, yeah.
So and then you
Ah!
can um. Wait, really? It doesn't show it for you? I'm a liar?
Hold on. Maybe because it's not part of the bars here.
No,
Oh,
what the
never mind.
heck? What the heck? I'm a liar.
The command bar? Oh, okay, here.
Okay, there, yeah. I was gonna be like, wait.
Okay, I see. No.
There should be a little button that says like that should like indicate like fit to page like the oh wait no that's yeah
It's
fit to
just
navigator. It's
there
the
you go.
weird looking thing that it looks like two cubes together next to the
Yeah.
100%. But yeah, so
Okey-dokey.
but yeah, that was the stream. Just us having a nice, chill, back to school sketch thing. Just because, aside from it being the theme of everybody's going back to school, it's nice just to unwind and just get a little just relaxing time and just sketching and stuff. I can't word.
Mm-hmm. But it's my second time actually like properly drawing the characters too, so I'm
Yeah,
happy
it looks so
with this
cute.
one.
It looks so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you're drawing yours all happy, mine I'm drawing them in despair.
Oh no. I'm suffering.
Yeah. All right, so that was our stream, everyone. I hope you enjoyed like just watching the both of us just get our streams done. I'm also going back to the camera Discord. So oops, up, technical scuff.
Oh.
There we go. Ah. I forgot I was using one of my main screens for our webcam, so I was like, wait a second, this is not right. But yeah, that was our stream, everyone. And if you're watching this on YouTube, click that like button and hit that subscribe button. If you somehow reached this, no, I'm kidding. If you've reached the end of the video, comment back to school to see. Yeah, I've seen people doing that on YouTube. Oh gosh, I'm a terrible host. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's been a while, so
Yeah.
you're doing good.
Well, it's better than last one. Okay. But yeah, but like I said, that was our stream. I hope you guys enjoyed us just sketching and talking about like the comic and just like other obscure stuff regarding like art and school and whatnot. Felt like it was a good conversation thing to do while drawing. But yeah, like I said, if you like this video, if you're watching it on YouTube, hit that like button, subscribe button for more content. And with that, I'm Julia Cannon.
And I'm Jen Moreno.
And you have been on the air with Power Squared. Thank you and have a good night, everybody.